D-Hop, a.k.a. DeAndre Hopkins, has been released by the Arizona Cardinals. Now, does that mean that the Vikings should look into it and give him a call and see what he's talking about? No, right? I said this and I'm going to say it again. DeAndre Hopkins would not be a good fit for the Minnesota Vikings, okay? We have Justin Jefferson. We have to get him the ball. He's going to be the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL. DeAndre Hopkins is going to demand a ton of money, rightfully so. I mean, he's a wide receiver one. He would not fit on the Minnesota Vikings. Now, some Vikings fans say, hey, DeAndre Hopkins needs to be in purple. We need to get him. We need to get him. We can't, okay? Now, y'all know how I go. I'm always talking about the cap, and I don't really care if there's a good player, go get him. But sometimes there's a thing of having too much star power at a certain position, and the wide receiver one is one of the ones where you don't want to mess with it because you will have DeAndre Hopkins or you will have Justin Jefferson pacing up and down the sideline, mad on drives when they didn't get the ball, but yet the other person did, okay? That would happen often, man, and we don't need that, okay? We still have to feed TJ Hawkinson. We still have to feed our first-round pick, Jordan Addison. There's only one ball out there, and there's not enough to pass around, man. You know, you got to have a good balance, okay? DeAndre Hopkins went to Clemson, and I watched him a lot, obviously, because I'm down in South Carolina. I seen him play in college, man. Dominant player. You know, wide receiver one material. I think he would fit good with the Patriots, something like that. Maybe the Buccaneers, going somewhere where they don't have that wide receiver one because not every team has a wide receiver one. I mean, what's crazy is the best move for him would be to go back to Houston and play with C.J. Stroud. That's what they should do. I mean, Justin Jefferson would not like it. I know people were talking about how if we were to go and get a rookie quarterback during this draft, Justin Jefferson would have been mad and been trying to force his way out of Minnesota. Well, I didn't believe in that. I don't think he would have did it under that circumstance. But under this circumstance, if the Vikings really tried to pursue a player like DeAndre Hopkins, that's more of a slap in the face for Justin Jefferson because you have people in the league, players in the league that are labeled wide receiver ones, wide receiver twos, wide receiver threes. And DeAndre Hopkins does fit in that wide receiver one category as well as Justin Jefferson. So that's two gladiators that would be clashing on the field. And Kirk Cousins, that would just be added pressure for him because DeAndre Hopkins definitely is a strong-minded individual, man. He's the type of guy, he wants the ball and he wants it now. You know what I'm saying? And so does Justin Jefferson. So you got to just sit back and think about it. And for one, let's just be real. The money, we don't have the money. I mean, we don't even have the money to damn near sign Cook. You feel me? So who would think that we would have money to sign a player at the caliber of DeAndre Hopkins? Okay, yes, thinking about it in fantasy world, DeAndre Hopkins and Justin Jefferson together, oh man, that would be unstoppable. But you got to have balance, and I think we have the perfect balance, especially saying that we drafted a first-round pick, Jordan Addison, in the draft, you know, and we got TJ Hawkinson and KJ Osborne, Jalen Naylor. I mean, the list goes on. Don't forget about the boy Lucky. Okay, so you know what I mean? Like, no on DeAndre Hopkins, but let's talk about it. The past 2 years, it hasn't even been that great. Last year, he had 64 receptions for 717 yards, 11.2 yards a catch, and 3 touchdowns. 2021, he only had 42 receptions, 572 yards, 13.6 yards a catch, and 8 touchdowns. So it's not like DeAndre Hopkins has been playing at a Hall of Fame level, what we're used to when he was on the Texans. You know what I mean? Like, he's been okay, but I mean, come on, man. KJ Osborne's playing better than him the past 2 years. Now, mind you, he had a couple injuries, torn ACL. That's a tough injury, but still yet, it doesn't matter. Availability is the best ability, man. And that's why we got to give a shout out to Kirk Cousins at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, DeAndre Hopkins, to me, I just don't think it would be a good fit. I mean, I like the player. I think he is a good player. I just don't think that he's right for the Minnesota Vikings. So, Kwesi, usually I tell you to pick up the phone, make the phone call. Kwesi, get the player into the purple. But this time I'm going to have to pass. I'm not going to get on you, Kwesi. Do not make this call. It just doesn't make sense. Even if you could move money around and make it happen, I just think it wouldn't be the right move. It would be a poison shot to the Minnesota Vikings. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about DeAndre Hopkins being released by the Arizona Cardinals. Are you one of those fans that would like DeAndre Hopkins to play in purple? Or are you good on that and you think we set at ball catchers, man? I say we set. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, smooth summer. Who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gonna do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.